Well, hello, Taurus. Hello, hello. Thank you guys so much for coming back to my channel. If you are new, hello, I am Yasmin. If you have not already, please like and subscribe. So, Taurus, this is going to be your love reading. I already did a general for you. Your general is going to be posted later tonight. Right now, it is uploading. So don't worry about that. But we're going to do love, and I wanted to do a love all signs. So you guys already know how this works. We're going to go ahead and do the reading first, okay? And then we're going to, get each sign to see how each sign feels about you, okay? All right, so let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Let me say hello to a few people here. Hey, Beauty Bee. Hey, Chatty Chickie. Hey, Canary. Is that Canary? Kamari, the Ultimate Black Closet. Hello, and Shauna. Hello. All right, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. You guys already know these reads have a tendency to be a little bit longer. So I'm going to go ahead and get started. So let's see. Oh, Camry. Okay. All right. So let's see what's happening here for you as a collective. Taurus, when it comes to love. You have the Knight of Swords coming out. Now, I'm going to tell you the signs that I see, even though I know that I'm going to be doing signs a little bit later, but I think it's going to be important. We have the Knight of Swords coming out, which could represent any air sign. Okay, Gemini, Libra, or an Aquarius. I'm going to tell you that I feel like this is a Piscean energy. I don't know why. Okay. But someone is in your aura field, and I feel like they were kind of holding back. They were not coming towards you. You were waiting for them. You were waiting for them to either call you, communicate with you, come to your house, visit you, or something like that. And the Knight of Swords is on a horse, right? Which means that the person is either here or they're coming. Okay, so you have someone that you've been waiting for. Now, for some of you, if you're single, this is literally like someone new that you've been waiting for. Okay, because it's like, yeah, someone's supposed to be coming. They're supposed to be coming, but when are they coming? And it's going to trip you out, because when you hear what your general reading was, you're going to see that I'm constantly having to revert back to the general reading because it was so full of love. I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, I'm sorry, guys, let me revert back to the general, right? So it's letting me know that there's going to be a very heavy love energy in the summer. Okay, I see this happening for you in the summertime. Now, let's go ahead. We're only going to give events, and then we're going to get to the signs. So we'll know what those signs in particular are going to do, okay? This is for Taurus. Next card. Whew, Aries. Aries is showing its face. Aries and Scorpio. So I see here that, again, I see a very strong, divine masculine, whether it's a divine masculine watching or it is going to be the person that you're going to be dealing with. And it does not mean, it's male or female. You get what I'm saying, right? But I do see a strong divine masculine that has the ability to change your life. Oof. And I'm not just telling you that, I'm telling you what I'm looking at, right? So remember, I'm saying that there's someone on a horse, okay, galloping towards you. And what is their intention? Now, if I say that the person has the ability to change your life, now my next card, I want to see if it's going to be for the better. I already know what's going to happen because I've already done your other reading. And I know how you're going to feel about this person. I know how this connection is going to be feeling, how you're, in regards to it, how you're going to be feeling. And it's just an overall good feeling. Okay. Like I said before, you totally have someone that's coming in here. Like I said before, I felt Pisces energy. It could be some air sign. But right now I can only say that so far Aries and Scorpio is dominating. Aries, Scorpio, and Pisces. Okay. Let's go ahead. Let's keep going. We ain't even got into the clarifications yet. That's why I have to move, because this is going to be a very long video. Taurus. Taurus. You got the Six of Wands. Lord have mercy. Wow. You know what the Six of Wands mean, right? You know the Six of Wands is always about winning. I'm telling you, y'all think I'm lying. I'm going to say it right here in this video. So you know that I wasn't lying or that I pulled cards that I shouldn't have pulled or that I'm faking. In your first video that I've done already, one of the cards came out was victory. And I said, oh, let me see what the victory energy is about. And I'm not going to tell you what's in there. But even looking at this read, what are you complaining about? It is only timing for a majority of you. This is why some of you who've already got your readings, you're chilling, right? This is so good because if you have not been dating, there's dating here. You have an extreme sense of passion. There is someone here that is very passionate about you. I don't know. Venus is, I believe, in Taurus now. So you even feel good. There's a lot of pleasure. There's sex. There's a lot of things that are going to be going on over the next month in a week or so. Okay? And I'm telling you that there is someone who is dying for your attention. They are, and even if they don't show it, there's a person here that's going to do what they have to do to actually get you. So if we reverse the roles, so let's just say we reverse the roles and we know like, oh, women usually don't do that too much. We're kind of like, you do it, right? And I would say the divine feminine, the one that doesn't approach as much, they'll start flirting. That's their way of aggressiveness. That's going to be them letting you know, hey, you can come right on in, babe. Okay? That is what's going to be happening here for you. Okay? And when I tell you, it's going to be a lot of like back and forth text messaging when you don't really have to text. And you're going to be shocked because you're going to be like, oh, this person is working. Oh my God, they text me like 4 or 5 times while they were at work. The person is interested. You're not going to have any doubt that this person is extremely interested in you. And guess what you're going to do? Text back. You're not going to be playing that little shy thing like, oh, let me pretend like I'm busy. You're going to do it. Wow. Wow. King of Cups. Now, I literally just said for some of you, you are dealing with what? Scorpio, Pisces. It could be a Cancer as well. But it's giving me elements so far. And when we get into the actual signs, we're going to talk about it because some of these signs are just very obvious that there's someone dominant in the reading that has Aries placement or water sign placement. Okay. Now, let's say you're separated from someone right now. Let's say you're separated from a particular person. And you're like, they're just acting like they don't care. That is not even true. I couldn't figure out what this King of Cups was. And then I saw it. I was like, oh, okay. So this person is being nonchalant. Now, this is mostly, this feels like an energy that you already know. This doesn't feel like an energy that you don't know. That there's someone that's trying to play off their very strong feelings. King of Cups. And so you think that you're the only one that's dying on the inside. And here they are feeling the exact same way, but they're trying to control how it appears to be. Are you separated? Could be, possibly. But this is more so someone that I feel that you know. You don't even have to be separated. You know how sometimes you can be at odds? You're fighting with your person. And I'm saying fighting, conflict, disagreements, whatever. All right? It doesn't affect me. It doesn't affect me. That's their kind of energy. It doesn't affect me. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. And see, they want you to feel that it's not hurting them because it makes you feel even worse because you feel like you're the one with all the love. But that's the only way that they can be in control of it. And some of you Taurus, you're the ones who's doing it. If we have to be for real. There's someone in your energy that has been like, hey, Taurus, hello, how are you? You've just been looking right over their heads. Okay? This is for Taurus. Now, I'm going to pull down the rest of these cards really, really quickly because I got to get to the signs. Like I said, these reads tend to be a little bit longer. So I'm not going to stay on it too long. Oh, wow. You really have been at odds with somebody. Someone wants to come back. They want to come back. They're like, listen, I thought it was going to be better out there in these streets, or not even that they were dealing with other people, or that they thought someone else was better. I feel like it's more so emotional. It feels like it was more so like, this person thought that they can live without you or walk away from you. I mean, I'm not saying that the person can live without you, but this person thought that you will be an easy break. You see what I'm saying? Because both of y'all are, like I said, standing at attention, trying to pretend that it's not breaking you, but that pot is sitting right above both of their heads. Mirror reflection of each other. 2 pots here, laying on the side, 2 pots there, laying on the side. Both of them are in the same energy. Definitely see someone is intentionally giving someone the silent treatment. Ten of Wands. Now, I've been reading mostly for single people or those who are dating. Let me just for a little bit, let me just talk about those who could be in a relationship. I don't like it. I don't always have bad news for those in a committed relationship. Believe it or not, I don't. I've seen in personal readings, people getting proposed to, people getting married, that type of stuff. But you do have a lot of problematic cards here. It doesn't mean that you're not going to be with this person. It doesn't mean that it can't work, but I do feel like it's been a struggle. Okay? Because there's a part of the reading where it's saying, in order for us to get back to what we used to be, it will be literally like lifting like a 10-pound truck. I don't think we can get back to what we used to be. Someone is saying that because someone has been mistreated. Now all of this history is kind of like bubbling under the surface. What can you do? So it's like, do you stay or do you go? And then there's this crossroad energy, especially if you have kids. If you want to stay or if you want to go, you don't even have to have kids. To be honest, some of y'all don't even have to have kids. You just could have been with each other. And you're like, I don't know if this is practical. I don't know if this is going to work. I don't know. I don't know if this is practical. I don't know if this is going to work. Hey, let's talk to somebody. Your father is a pastor. Let's talk to him. Let's get divorce counseling, or let's get counseling or couples counseling. It seems like you guys have been doing some things to actually make it work. But then again, I don't know. It just kind of feels like there's a personality clash. So with you, again, it's a lot harder to say what will happen with people who are coupled in that way. If you live with each other, you got kids with each other, that type of stuff, it's kind of hard to say what it will really be because that is just a lot. But I do see some misery here. Okay. And some of you guys are going to have to figure out, how this works. I feel like you're spending half the year mad at each other and not enjoying yourselves. That's a little bit too much. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to pull the last 3 cards because, again, you got someone strong in your reading for the single people, whether they're coming or they're already around. Someone who's going to be extremely interested in you, but let's see what else we can get before we get to the signs. Oh my God. Like, really? Like, what are we doing? All right. So you have the Knight of Wands, 5 of Pentacles, Page of Wands, Three of Pentacles and a High Priestess. And we're talking about dating, and you are in a connection with someone, but it's not solid yet. That's really the people that I'm looking for, because like I said before, the couples, it is what it is. You just have to make that decision for yourself. I can't wait. I can't wait till you see the reading that I've done, because this is, again, the second time it's telling me that you are going to be really heart-centered, meaning emotionally connected to somebody. This is not a superficial connection like you've had before. Okay. Some of you guys are at this place where you could be dealing with, it's like it's somebody from the past that's still hanging around, and then you meet the new person, but you feel obligated in a way towards the past person because you got all of these memories with them. You've created all of this history, and you're like, oh my God, like I don't want to leave because I'm kind of a loyal person. I don't want to leave, but at the same time, you don't really feel them the way that you need to feel them anymore. You love them, but I don't know if they give you that spark anymore. Okay. So again, I do see here where there's someone in your reading that you are just going to like really feel connected to. Okay. That's number one. Some of you could be meeting this person through your work. Now, I don't know. Okay. Three of Pentacles could be saying somewhere at your job. This could be your school. Okay. A college with some of you. It could be. Some of you guys are going to be meeting this person while you are at some kind of park. Now, I don't know what kind of park this is, but it just looks like it's a park with different people. Not necessarily a festival, but it just feels like there's just a park. Okay. It could be some events going on further down that it kind of looks like there's an area where a gazebo where there's people passing, but it's more so people further down in this park that I see. I don't see it right where you guys are standing. I definitely see beach area. For some of you, this is going to be a beach area because I see a beach bathroom sign. Some of you are going to be meeting someone who's a retired Army officer, or they're retired something dealing with Navy, Army. You get what I'm saying? It's something like that. They're retired though. And they could have their own business based on that. Oh, I was supposed to put this down. Only 3 though. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to give you guys, give me a second. Let me see which cards I want to use. I'm going to tell you based on what I see. Okay. And I left my phone across the room. Let me go grab it so I can get the zodiacs. Okay. So we're going to start with Aries, of course. And I'm going to pull up the cards that's on the table because I want you guys to see exactly what I put down. Give me 1 second. All right. All right. Let me go ahead and pull this up. If you are a Taurus dealing with an Aries, I'm going to tell you, possibly give you a little bit of details of this person's characteristics, possibly what they do for a living, and how the connection is going to work. It's going to be like that for literally every sign, but I want to start with Aries. Taurus dealing with an Aries. You got the Fool card. You got the 8 of Wands. Yikes. You know, I kind of knew it when I saw the Fool card. I kind of knew it. And this was the thing that I saw. Now, let me tell you the reason why this is important. Because your person, if you're dealing with an Aries, they're not really into it the way that you want them to be. Now, if you are a Taurus and you're dealing with an Aries, you already know that. because they got this flimsy energy about them. Like, if it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. And they're not really being honest with you and telling you that they are trying to be free, that they're not really ready to settle down. Now, does that mean everybody? No. Does that mean every Aries? No. It just means that for those in particular who are watching this, that could just be the deal. Okay. Now, you could be dealing with someone who is very good looking, very attractive. They work out. This person may have their own business, or they have multiple business. This person may travel a lot. I do believe that in general, this person is very goal oriented, or they are work oriented. That's what I'm saying. Okay. If this person that you're dealing with is an Aries. Ultimately, from what I'm seeing, I don't see them staying around too much. Okay. Like, maybe they'll leave and come back, but I'm not necessarily seeing them staying around, the way that you would want them to. Now, if you are a Taurus dealing with another Taurus, let's see what comes out. First card coming out here is the Two of Pentacles, the Page of Swords, and the Nine of Wands. You're Taurusing, being a Taurus is so someone like you're dating yourself. Literally. The most indecisive energy I've ever seen. Your attachment style in this reading is atrocious. They can't let you go. You can't let them go. However, it is a mess. Both of y'all feel tired, weary, and worn out with each other. Okay. You have someone on the side that's kind of in the back of your mind that may not really be important, but they could be. Then they have somebody that they're dealing with. Both could be married, to be honest with you. I don't know. Right. So both Tauruses got options, but there's one person in particular that they cannot let go. And that's you two. You guys both of you need to go and get a shrink. Okay. With this energy. One thing that I can tell you is that there is someone in this particular reading that feels more like they're running from commitment than the other. That I can tell you, because it's like this up and down energy. It's like emotional roller coaster. What do you want? What do you want from me? And the other person is trying to cater to them, not in a weird way, not in a pick me way, but like, what do you want? Right? So it's a lot of misunderstanding, a lot of confusion. A lot of miscommunication that I'm seeing in this reading. And it just has both of y'all just kind of like all over the place. It's just crazy. I feel that as far as profession, what they can do professionally, I don't know, artist. Okay. I don't know what that means. I don't know if this person draw, or they have like something that they like to do that they can make money from. I can see that. I feel like there is something fancy about this individual, which makes so much sense. They love to dress. They smell real good. I see fancy clothes everywhere on both of your ends. You like to look good. You like to smell good, that type of stuff. You look good together. It's just based off of what I see. I'm not seeing it being as cohesive. But one thing that I can tell you, I want to be honest. One thing I can tell you, I don't know when either one of you are going to walk away. I don't know. I don't know when either one of you will walk away from this connection, because it literally is almost like tormented, like you're tormented not being with each other. But it is a mess. Now, if you are a Taurus dealing with a Gemini, let's see what comes out here for you. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Gemini, and remember, we saw air in the reading. Taurus dealing with Gemini. Nine of Swords. Ooh, Two of Cups. Lord have mercy. Hello, Gemini. Okay, Gemini representing a little bit here. Gemini has a bipolar personality. And I'm not talking about mental health. I'm saying, the hot and the cold, the very like, the thing is with the Gemini is that they like you a lot. They do. They like you a lot because you see they have this flame for you. Ooh, they find you very attractive. They're coming in towards you. They're like, ooh, yeah. But, even if you live at a distance, this person will hop on a plane to get to you. Like they are about that life. However, the thing is, I don't know if it's distance that's causing the issue. That could be, right? If it's distance, then that makes sense why this person is like, I'm ready to get on a plane and go, right? That part isn't bad. Because again, I'm not really seeing anything too bad here. It just feels like some of you guys are separated from this person either by distance or you've been separated from this person because this person really couldn't truly figure out what they wanted. But they can come back in here as a new man or a new woman. So I'm going to tell you, I don't necessarily see anything wrong with the Gemini. I just feel like that twin energy is causing them to constantly, doubt themselves in a relationship. I don't know if it's because they do feel so much intensity towards you. That's what I see, which is weird. You would think it is more like, oh, I want this, but no, it's scaring them, right? Because even at the bottom of the deck, it's like, oh, baby, I got to run away from this. But they still have a part of you. They still have a piece of you, okay? So if you're separated and you don't live at a distance, they ain't gone. By the way, no, they don't come right back. But if you are at a distance, this is killing both of y'all, okay? I don't see anything too bad with this one. And I love their personality. I love, I like the fact that you guys talk to each other. You look at each other in the eye. This is the type of person that smile at you. They touch your face. So this person, they are very touchy. They touch your arms. They're very touchy. I love that, okay? And I do see that they like to spend a lot of quality time. Hello. If you are a Taurus and you are dealing with a Cancer, now some of y'all know that these are the people you're about to meet. So this is why you need to save this particular video. These type of videos you need to save. That's one thing I can tell you. Because if you're single, who the hell knows what sign you're going to be meeting? And we just saw that you're going to be meeting someone. So you might want to save it. Now, if you are a Taurus dealing with a Cancer, let's get it. Let's see. Taurus dealing with a Cancer. Oof. You got the Moon. Wow. You got the 5 of Wands. I see some moody ass Cancer. And I really didn't want to go there. Because, Cancers get a bad rep. Okay? They really do. They get a bad rep. And just based off of this, it's not the best of energies with that Moon and that 5 of Wands. Ooh, there you go. I already knew it. They get emotional. If somebody get emotional or someone's complaining when the other person don't call back on time. Or maybe the other person really don't call them when they should. I can see that someone really has a real gripe here. I do see it, but I also see that the dueling energy is that someone is fighting for their right to be heard. And like they're telling the truth, but the other person in their mind believes that they are correct. So when you have someone who's like, I believe I'm correct, even though they think they are, and the other person is like, by evidence, I'm correct. You're never going to get along. This is why I keep seeing all of this fighting energy here with the 5 of Wands. You're never going to be able to like come together peacefully. I'm not saying that you can't. I'm saying right now, I'm not seeing it being cohesive because look at the end result. Disappointment. And even if you're together, they're not really open to you like that. They're just pretending. Right? So I'm just going to tell you, the reciprocity in this relationship is completely off. Completely off. And it's too emotionally driven with that Moon card. Don't like it. Okay. Now, one thing I can tell you is, let me see some good things. The only thing that I can tell you based on this part, and it's not saying that I'm not even saying that I can see, like, I don't even know. Like, I feel like there's some good times that you've had with this person. I do. I feel like, but it feels like a short-lived connection anyway for a few of you. Like, it don't even feel like, it doesn't really feel like this person stood 10 toes, because this would be the type of person that will like take up for other people, or like they don't have your back the way that you will have theirs. Like, I'm not liking this. I'm not liking it. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Leo. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Leo. Let's get it. Hierophant. Six of Wands. Well, I be dang. If you are a Taurus and you so happen come across a Leo, this could be the one. I didn't think that I would ever be able to see that in any read. Now, I'm just telling you, you got the Hierophant, the Six of Wands, the Sun, Ace of Pentacles at the bottom of the day. Crazy. Now, if you are dealing with one right now, are you dating? Are you dating? I'm not saying that every Leo you come across is going to be like this, but I mean, the Sun card with the Ace of Pentacles, I mean, let's just be for real. Okay. The Six of Wands, success story. Hierophant, committed relationship. For those who are going to come across a Leo, this looks good in a very positive way, but I do have to say, if you're like, that ain't my story, I have to tell you what I see. I see that this person really likes you. They really do. They find you really attractive. But the thing is, I just feel like someone isn't as affectionate, or they're not expressing how they feel, which is causing a problem because it's making the other person believe that, do they even like me? Like, we have a question, do they even like me? That's what's happening. Because they're not as expressive and they're not as cuddly. Taurus, you like to cuddle. You like that feel-good feeling. And this person isn't really giving that to you. You feel a little distant when you're with them. You're like, I wonder why they're a little distant. And I just kind of feel like that's part of their personality. So that's what I'm saying. Now, one thing that I can say good about what this person could be doing, very family-oriented person from what I'm seeing. They have a lot of friends. They're very popular. They're into investing or investment. Okay. And they could have just recently won some type of settlement. Okay. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Virgo. Taurus dealing with a Virgo. Oh, I'm so sorry, Taurus. Oh, man. Jeez Louise. Virgos be giving people the flux, babe. I'm just, oof. Oof. This looks just like Aries. It looks just like Aries. And like I said, I got to put that disclaimer out. I'm not saying that this is going to be every Virgo that you deal with. Not saying that this is every Virgo that you deal with, but I am going to tell you. I mean, look at it. You got the Ten of Wands. Let's just look at the cards. The Ten of Wands. The Five of Wands. And the Death card. This Virgo is dealing with multiple people, y'all. They're dealing with multiple people. And for a lot of you, you've been holding on. There's somebody else there. And some of you have been holding on for dear life. Like, oh God, like, please, because you really like this person. I don't know who they are, but you really like this person. And there's so much of your time and energy that you put into them. I don't know who, like I said before, it could be someone that you just met, it could be someone that you know, but you put so much time and energy into them. The Ten of Wands is like, okay, now this is becoming a little bit too much. And they could put it to the end, right? Because you can't let go. But I'm not seeing where this Virgo is truly committed. One thing that I can say about the Virgo, it does look like the Virgo have been through a lot with the Ten of Wands. Okay, it does look like that. A lot of changes in their life, that type of thing. I do feel that you've been very giving. You know, but they got some struggles and that maybe they're just not ready. Okay. So yeah, that's if you're dealing with a Virgo. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Libra, Taurus dealing with a Libra. Ace of Wands, Queen of Cups, the Hierophant. They just want to party, babe. And they love you. And I'm not talking about loving as far as in love, but baby, they like the way you feel. Okay? They like the way you feel. They love to take you out. They love to go out. They like to dance. They like to socialize. They love to do all of that. And then still have you sit up here wondering, what is this? Like, what are we like? We could be together, but are we really together? Like, is this going somewhere? I'm not really sure if it's going somewhere. Okay. I see that this person lives in your area. I do not see that this person lives at a distance, by the way. Okay. I'm just seeing that there is some kind of blockage with this Libra, but they dig you, honey. That's one thing I can tell you. Work-wise, I don't know. I feel like with this Libra, they've been assisted. I don't know if they've been assisted with their house, their home. They've been assisted with money from people, or friends have helped them out, or they're asking people to help them build their business. It could be something like that, or they're asking for favors because they're trying to get ahead. So a lot of what's happening with this Libra feels like it is self-esteem issues. Like they're not really feeling like fully into a commitment because they're not ready to give you what you deserve because they ain't got it. Or they can't give it to you right now emotionally. It's like they're trying to get their life together. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Scorpio, or will be dealing with a Scorpio. Ooh. Damn. Scorpio came right out, y'all. This is crazy. They are representing. I literally could not even. Okay. That's kind of crazy. First card coming out is the Eight of Swords. The Chariot. There's only 3 signs that I read for that I know attachment styles is lethal. Taurus and Taurus, y'all were crazy. Because I don't really get that energy for anybody else. But because you guys are mirroring each other and you guys both got that same thing, it makes sense that you would like yourself. Okay. They look good, they smell good, you know, it makes sense that you would like yourself. Okay. But usually it's only 2 signs that I read for that have a crazy, crazy attachment style. That's Capricorn and Scorpio. Now, the Scorpio, which is interesting. Let me tell you what's so interesting about what I'm about to say. What's your opposite sign? Taurus. I mean, no. What is Scorpio's opposite sign? Taurus. And who was the other person that I said can't let you go? The Taurus. So you see how y'all bouncing off each other? And baby, when I tell you that just as much as the Taurus that y'all were dealing with Taurus, the Scorpio cannot let you go either. But this Scorpio has to be in control. They do not like to be, they don't like to feel vulnerable under no circumstances. Being vulnerable is a no-no for them. Please don't. Please don't. Okay. They will love to tell you how they feel. They just want to fall all over you and kiss all on you, that type of stuff, but they ain't gonna do it. Okay, they're just not going to. And so you got the Judgment card here. They're not gone. And I'm going to say it the exact same way with the Taurus. It's like no matter what you go through here with the Eight of Swords, you guys put yourself through all this pain. You curse each other out. You be fussing and doing all of that, and you just know that you can move on with the Chariot card, and you don't. Like you and this person cannot let each other go, which is really weird. Don't know how long you've been dealing with each other, but Now, some people, whoever I'm looking at here, the Scorpio looks like they could be on television. They can do things on television. They can do things on social media. They can have a business on social media. There's a lot of people who like them, who see them, who recognize them, who gives them a lot of compliments. I'm just telling you. You could be dealing with someone who is a pilot. You could be dealing with someone who is in school or they are a teacher. You could be dealing with someone who travels a lot overseas, that type of stuff. This is the person that I see. They are not gone. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Sagittarius, ooh, this Sagittarius is like, baby, shave for me. Shave. Okay, they are like, put your best dress on, put your best suit on, put a nice pair of clothes on. I'm taking you out. I haven't even pulled yet, but that's one thing that I definitely saw. All right, so let's go ahead. This is going to be for a Taurus dealing with a Sagittarius. This is the Two of Wands. Okay. The Two of Cups. All right. Y'all can't stop fighting. Y'all got this weird, like this sexual tension. You know what I mean? Like you argue and then you come back together. You're like, ooh. Okay. It's just something about y'all arguing. Y'all crazy. Okay. The Sagittarius is just as crazy as you are. All right. They love to fight. I'm not saying that they love to fight, but they definitely, one thing about Sag, one thing I can say, which is absolutely true according to this reading, they're going to tell you how they feel. They're going to judge you how strong you are. Okay. If you're able to stay in place after they chopped your head off. Okay. They are here. Okay. One thing I can tell you, they are very much so here. One thing that I see that you guys are definitely mirroring each other like the Gemini, which is interesting. There it is again. Gemini and Sag are opposites of each other, and they are both saying the same thing. You mirror each other. So the Sagittarius is like, oh, I had this like boring life, it's kind of lonely. And, they attracted you. You could have been bored. You didn't have anything going. Maybe they kind of met you when you were a little lost in life or something like that. Something, right? It's just this mirroring energy. But, this person wants to be around you, but at the same time, they are not quite sure if they are wanting to make this a commitment, but y'all together. Oh, yeah, y'all are together. I'm not seeing an ending here. And it could, because there's some problems here with the moon card, but the moon don't have to be bad. There's disappointments that both of you are experiencing with each other, how you guys are talking to each other, because here it again, the moon card, you have to pay attention. This is the second set of cards that came out with the Two of Cups and the moon card together. So this is how I know that both of you guys are very strong, opinionated with how you feel, especially how you feel. Okay. And you don't want to get taken advantage of, and they don't want to get taken advantage of. But one thing I can tell you, I see y'all here together. Somebody made a comment. I don't know if it's you or them, but somebody made a comment about living together or about living together or something. I don't know. If it hasn't happened, it will. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Capricorn, if you are a Taurus dealing with a Capricorn, High Priestess, ugh. Hierophant, whew. Let me just say, this Capricorn suffers in silence. And unfortunately, it may take a lot for them to really open up, a little emotionally unavailable, but not necessarily like they can't fall. It's just they're very guarded. very guarded, very, very smart though, very much about their money. Okay. Very quiet. They're very low key, that type of thing. But one thing that I can tell you, they've been through a lot of shit. Okay. And they're not gonna really tell you too much about it. You may find out a little bit later. But yeah. Woo, didn't I tell you? They done been through some shit. Some of them may have been may have like something dealing with legal law system or something dealing with I don't know what this could be. I don't know. I love it. Like this person can attract a lot of people, but they're telling me they want the right one. So they're looking at you and it's like, let's just see how it goes. Let's just see what Taurus is going to do. Let's see if they, not like they need to impress or that you need to impress them, but they're trying to see are you really different? Because one thing they're not going to do is put themselves on a chopping block again for love and be hurt like they were hurt before. They ain't about to do that. And the first sign of trouble or disinterest, you may actually sense that they may pull away. I'm just saying, just be careful with one. But like I said, as far as I just think they're being very smart, very much so about their money. One of these Capricorns, from what I see, it looks like somebody inherit family money, or they inherit something from a family member that may have passed. It looks like they have two siblings. Okay. If you are a Taurus dealing with an Aquarius, a Taurus dealing with an Aquarius. You got the Chariot card. This is Cancer. And I meant to say this and I didn't feel it, so maybe not. That was probably the thing. But I don't know why. This is making me feel that Aquarius Jupiter is going into Cancer. And that there is going to be someone who's going to come in your life. Why do I feel like you know this person, though? Hold on. Let me see what comes out. Let me get the third card. Ooh, dang, that fell pretty quick. Oh, that was why it fell. The Aquarius is the type of individual, they will give you space. They will make you wonder. They will make you ponder, and it will hurt. Because for them, it has to be logical and reasonable. And they are very strong about boundaries. And I'm not even sure if all of them know that they're doing it. Okay. Somebody pulled away. I don't know who it was. Somebody pulled away. This feels like this is someone that you know. I don't want to make it just about somebody from the past, but I'm just seeing what I'm seeing. This Aquarius it feels like a familiar energy more than any other sign. Like this person. Or this could be someone that you knew, but you weren't in a connection with because they were very closed off. But either way, I do see that there is some mystery behind this Aquarius. And they're going to kind of tell you what they've always thought about you. And I see it's going to be pretty romantic. Okay. The only issue that I see with this Aquarius is that they feel like they know it all. That's what, and I'm not saying all Aquarius is like that, but with this reading, yeah, this is like a like I know it all kind of thing. And like, it'll end up being a tit for tat type of thing. And that's going to turn you off. Okay. But other than that, I see that this person is very intelligent. Okay. They're very successful, that type of thing. But the arrogance is something about their arrogance for some of you that may turn this off, or maybe it's you. Okay. Cause sometimes it's reversed, but it's someone's arrogance that I feel is going to turn the other person away. If you are a Taurus dealing with a Pisces, or will be dealing with a Pisces, Some of y'all got multiple people that you're dealing with. That's why y'all still on here. You got the Three of Wands. You got the Wheel of Fortune. Ooh, there's a Pisces that hurt you. And baby, when I tell you, they're like, should I say something? Should I not say something? They're watching you too. This Pisces is all up in your damn business. And then you had the Magician. This is not bad. I don't know why they were resisting. I don't know. I don't know why they're resisting. But they know that you mean business when it comes down to a relationship. Like they know. Oh, and there is a past life connection here. First time I've said it, I do see it. Okay. Whether this person is new or from the past, I definitely see them all up in your face, all up in your business. It's something about you that they feel like, you know, they can't really get from other people. It's something about you. That's all I can say. In their brain, it's something about you that they can't, it's the way that they feel about you. It's the way that they look at you. It's like, it's the way that you look at them. It's that type of thing. Okay. So the Pisces is actually pretty romantic according to this read, but I think it's because of past life connection. This is the reason why this is showing up the way it is. But you do got some, and I feel like if y'all have split, okay, whether you have split or if this person is new, it's going to be strong as hell. Okay. This person to me does feel like they like games, not games in that way, but they have like multiple streams of income. It's that type of thing. They may work a lot. Okay. I definitely see them either getting a new job or they're going to have, like I said, multiple streams of income, that type of thing. I see very successful individual or will be climbing to the top. That's what I see with them. Okay. All right. All right. So this is what I have for you guys. Thank you so much, Taurus, for coming back to my channel. To give it again, if you guys are new, please like and subscribe, hit that notification bell. If you are interested in a personal reading, all the information is going to be down below. And remember, you have a general reading that I've already done that I'm going to be posting a bit later. Okay. All right. Love you guys. See you later. Bye.